Hello, dear friends. Welcome to Kardec Radio, where we are here to nourish our souls. I'm Norah, the host of this program, Thoughts by Joanna, through our beloved Divaldo. Beautiful book, really teaching us about our journeys. And speaking of journeys, as I'm finishing up my afternoon tea, I said, this would be so good to show this because look at the message, friend. It says here, there's joy in the journey. So there is so much joy, and Joanna is really helping us to come in that space within ourselves about finding our voice, finding who we are, and finding both strengths and weaknesses, and doing what we got to do, right? So this first part is all about love. And in this journey that we are hopping on today, Joanna is telling us, learn to be happy by loving and helping so that you will never lose this treasure. On the contrary, your treasure will grow even more. So the very first thing that we focus on is that part, learn to be happy by loving and helping. So of course, this here completely changes that idea that everybody is born happy, right? It doesn't say you're born happy or post on social media happiness, right? It means we have to learn it. And one way to do it is by loving and by helping. And we can even extend this further and say there's so many ways to help and love. It can be in this virtual classroom and everybody would go around and share one way that they feel would contribute to this. But have we thought about our emotions in the process and how those two can be of charity? After all, that is Joanna's main message in this book, to help us build that emotional strength, friends. So in this book, The 100 Simple Secrets of Happy People, what scientists have learned and how you can use it. It's a really good, very easy, practical read. And so it has the simple secret, right? And at the end, it usually has a little research on it or something that will bring us into that science of how we can learn from this space. And in chapter 38, Shove Yourself, there's this beautiful paragraph that it just would expand for what we're trying to understand in their emotions and how, we can share ourselves and learn to be in this happy emotional state. It says here, don't hold inside your feelings, your thoughts, your hopes. Share them with your friends and family. People who hold things inside tend to feel isolated, believing that others do not understand them. Those who share feel both supported and more content. There it is. Even if events do not go exactly as they wish. And in this little mini chapter, there's a story of a Rose. And Rose, she's an artist on the side, and she actually put some of her art in a little art shop, and and it's interesting because the story says that her family is like, "What did you sell a painting? How much money are you making out of that hobby?" And it says the Rose would get super annoyed with this question. She felt like nobody would understand her until finally she realized that it was her, that she had not communicated to her family that her art was not about the money. She didn't care how many she sold or becoming famous or, that she was making a living out of it. It was the pure love of art and what she wanted to express herself. And so when she tells her family, she gets the support that she's looking for, and at the same time she feels content. And this is so wonderful for us to think about what Joanna is saying, because it leads us right into this idea. She says, right, if we learn to love and help, our treasures will grow even more, right? So we can see that our emotions will improve, right? They become more balanced, and at the same time, right, things like our relationships and all sorts of ways also begin to um, make a special meaning in our lives. We start to understand the different dynamics, we appreciate them, and our communication becomes that bridge, we can say, of loving and helping. And these treasures are incredible, right? And now, looking at this book, Our Daily Bread by Chico Xavier, chapter 141, entitled Fraternal Love, we can really see now from this spiritist perspective about the importance of this and how we're a web. It says here, pure fraternity is the most sublime of the relationships between souls. So there we have it. Now we have the spiritist. Same thing as this, look, friends, like the science. Look at this way. In the web of reincarnation, just the word web, what does that mean? It's we're all in this together. It's not just me. It's not just us, you. We're all together in this web of reincarnation. Affections change constantly, so things can come and change. Sublime and pure fraternal love, representing the supreme objective of people's understanding, though, is the imperishable light that will survive on the eternal path. So in other words, when there is love, no matter how the relationship may be in one reincarnation, where this and the other the next, or even within a life frame, within a time and a life, things can come in different ways. But when we have love and when we help others and like we learn to share of ourselves, like we saw, wouldn't we be able to navigate a little bit more in those treasures? Those are the ones that have no monetary value, but they're the ones that are inside, friends. So love is sharing. Look at this beautiful picture, right? Passing on that flower that can represent so many things. If it's to a partner, it's with that kind of love, right? If it's to our children, our grandchildren, our co-workers, with friends, relatives, family, there's so many ways that we can share love and we can build these authentic relationships. Because if we can see here what Joanna is helping us, it starts with us and then it flows out, dear friends. So that is today's lesson. Isn't it beautiful? And so no wonder, friends, going back, there is definitely joy in the journey and it's on us, friends. Thank you so much. Until next week, same place, same time. And let us not forget to tune into other programs here at Kardec Radio, where we're always nourishing our souls. Stay safe, friends.